ceased, but it takes the ground on terminus deeply now, and the sleek round car advanced through the deserted streets with lumbering effort. The murky gray light of incipient dawn was cold, and even in the then turbulent state of the Foundation's politics, no one, whether actionist or pro-Hardin, would begin street activity that early. Johann Lee did not like that. He worried that people were going to say that Hardin sneaked away. Let them say it if they wish, said Hardin. I've got to get to Anacreon, and I want to do it without trouble. Listen to me carefully, said Hardin. 30 years ago, the time vault opened, and on the 50th anniversary of the beginning of the Foundation, there appeared a Harry Seldon recording to give us our first idea of what was really going on. Lee recalled that it was the day they had taken over the government. That's right, said Hardin. It was the time of our first major crisis. This is our second, and 3 weeks from today will be the 80th anniversary of the beginning of the Foundation. Does that strike you as in any way significant? You mean he's coming again? Lee asked. The mayor observed that Seldon had always done his best to keep all foreknowledge from them. I've been there every anniversary since the first appearance, said Hardin. He's never shown up, but this is the first time since then that there's really been a crisis. However, the point was that at today's session, Hardin wanted Lee to announce that he had left for Anacreon, and to further announce officially that on March 14th next there would be another Harry Seldon recording containing a message of the utmost importance regarding the recent successfully concluded crisis. The mayor did not care whether the announcement was believed or not. All he wanted to do was confuse them so that they would decide to postpone action till after March 14th. I'll be back considerably before then, said the mayor. Now Hardin stamped through the snow toward the waiting spaceship that both somberly in the dimness, and at the open airlock turned about with outstretched hand. Goodbye, Lee, he said. I hate to leave you in the frying pan like this, but there's not another I can trust. Now please keep out of the fire. Salvador Hardin did not travel immediately to the planet Anacreon, from which planet the kingdom derived its name. It was only on the day before the coronation that he arrived, after having made flying visits to 8 of the large stellar systems of the kingdom. The trip left him with an oppressive realization
of the vastness of the kingdom. When he did arrive at the capital world, it was to find all normal business at an absolute standstill. Every single person was taking feverish part in the hectic religious pageantry that heralded the coming of age of their god-king Leopold. In the palace's glittering, crowded ballroom, he had been introduced to Leopold, and from a safe distance, for the king stood apart in lonely and impressive grandeur, surrounded by his deadly blaze of radioactive aura. And in less than an hour, the same king would take his seat upon the massive throne of rhodium-iridium alloy with jewel-set gold chasings. Then, throne and all, would rise majestically into the air, skim the ground slowly to hover before the great window from which the great crowds of common folk could see their king and shout themselves into near apoplexy. The throne would not have been so massive, of course, had it not had a shielded nuclear motor built into it. Hardin fidgeted and stood on his toes to better his view, and then he saw Weemus threading through the crowd toward him. Weemus' smile crooked itself into a smirk as he invited the mayor to step into his private chambers where they could speak with considerably more privacy. In Weemus' chambers, Hardin relaxed in perfect comfort and accepted with a murmur of gratitude the glass of liquor that had been poured out by the regent's own hand. Hardin lifted his glass. To up old first, king of Anacreon. They drank, and Weemus added blandly, and soon to be emperor of the periphery, and further, who knows? The galaxy may someday be reunited by Anacreon, he said, for with the help of the fountain, the most seaweed, glass, for with the help of the foundation, our scientific
Thank you.